Hey guys, welcome back to Dynasty Football Live. Today, we're bringing you some more heat. We're coming at you with our all breakout team. Now, these are going to be rookies from last year's 2022 class that we're going to fill up a team with. We're going to bring you our breakout team, our only guys from 2022 draft that we feel could crack the 1,000-yard threshold that almost got there, but really haven't got there yet. So with that being said, hey, babe, y'all see that new DFL fit? We got that in there. We got that. Look, right here. Yep. This is only for the elite here at Dynasty Football Live. So if you want to be cool, hit us up in the comments. Maybe we could get you fitted with one of these. It's not cheap, but, maybe we can talk about it. Hey, with that being said, Manny, where are we going with our first quarterback? Where are we going? Yeah, we got them 2022 draft quarterbacks. There was few out of this class that really produced, but we'll get you into the ones we think are going to succeed here in 2023. So who's that going to be for you, Manny?
Yeah, I'm not gonna take too long in making my decision here. I think I mentioned this guy in our sort of I don't want to spoil it. I mentioned this guy in a previous video as a potential sleeper, and I think he's going to break out. They didn't get a quarterback. The Commanders didn't get a quarterback in the draft. They did get Brissett, but I think he's more of a backup at this point of his career, even though he played very well last year. So for me, Sam Howell is not only a sleeper candidate, but he's also a breakout candidate. And if everything everyone's saying in training camp or OTAs rather is true, which they're all quotes, and maybe he's just kind of towing the company line. He's our guy, he's great, whatever. The talent is there. I think Sam Howell's going to have a breakout year.
Like it, sure. Man. Yep. He was highly touted coming in the year before. He just kind of fell in the draft, and look at him now, man. Definitely a nice little pickup off waivers last year for you there. So I'm happy to see that paying off for you. For me, my breakout 2022 player, sophomore player, without a doubt, is going to be Kenny Pickett, Small Hands McGee. We're going to go George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, Darnell Washington they added in this year's draft, and they have my boy Pat Freiermuth, baby Gronk. So for sure, man, the offense is loaded. He's locked and loaded. They improved their defense to keep this guy on the field a little bit longer. So without a doubt, man, Kenny Pickett is for sure my breakout quarterback from that class.
Let's go. All right. I think running back, I'm going to go with a guy who I think we both like Commanders, dude. And I think the next guy is going to be Brian Robinson. I think what he did last year, especially after being shot, recovering very well. For some reason, I don't know what Gibson did, but he definitely did something to get on Rivera's bad side. And kind of that allowed Robinson, obviously along with his talent and work ethic and everything, but allowed him to kind of transition into being the starter. And he had a great season last year, even with a slow start after the injury or the being shot rather. So for me, Brian Robinson's gonna break out, and the Commanders are gonna be a dangerous team. I think there's a chance that they're gonna be a playoff team.
Love to see it, man. Love to see Brian Robinson. Got shot coming back. Bullets can't keep this dude off the field, which is amazing, man. That just lets you know what kind of athletes there are in the NFL. So, for me, guys, it's my RB1 breakout. He was almost there to 1,000 last year. I'm going to the Houston Texans. We're going to go Dameon Pierce. We all seen it. Played against the Eagles, just ran through them. That's not a defense that many run through. For me, it's Dameon Pierce, man. And he is going to probably, mark my words, this is a promise from me here at DFL. Dameon Pierce will crack 1,000 yards rushing this year, and you can clip this, actually, put it out there for anyone to see. Dameon Pierce, barring injury, there's no way I don't see this cat cracking 1,000 yards, even with Singletary there, which is a great compliment to him, to give him a little bit of a rest during the games. But yeah, I think they pulled the brakes back on this cat at the end of the year. I don't really think his injury was real. I think they were like, hey, let's save the tires on the Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? We already know what we got. Let's pull this cat out. Lovey Smith's going to suck for us anyways and get us the mother effing second pick in the damn draft. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that about? But, hey, thanks, Lovey. Hope you never get a job in the NFL again. So, anyways, guys, yeah, Dameon Pierce for me.
All right. For me, in the second running back spot, I had some time to think about this, and I think I'm gonna make this pick, and I feel like I'm just gonna. It's almost like I'm repeating my breakout, my sleeper guys, but I think this guy is gonna have an amazing season, especially with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. There's not much to say. He was elite, starting the season. His passing ability. I mean, look at all these targets and catches. I don't know if he'll get that as many targets from Aaron Rodgers, but I think his ability to catch the ball as well as run. Man, I'm so excited about him. I just hope he comes back and he's able to start week 1 after tearing his ACL. So for me, my breakout candidate is going to be
like
Brees
it.
Hall.
Yeah, I think we can all see where he was going before that injury, and that was straight through the roof. This cat is definitely gonna be special. So yeah, Brees Hall, good pick there. For me, I'm going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm gonna take Rachaad White here as my RB2. I think him coming out on social media just telling everybody straight up, I'm getting 1,000 yards rushing. I think that shows a sign of confidence and shows you where he's at really on that depth chart. And if you look at that depth chart, there's really nothing crazy special behind him. They could add a few of these or one of these highly touted veteran running backs in Cook or even Elliott or Hunt. But barring that, I see Rachaad White going through the roof this year. So that's my RB2.
All right. Let's move on to the wide receivers. I think I'm going to have to go with kind of struggle with this because I don't want to be like the homer guy, but I'm going to go with Christian Watson. He kind of had a slow start last year until, he kind of saw the light. We saw how the season started for him with that drop. That would have been, I almost had a heart attack when I saw the pass. I saw he was wide open. And then I had almost second heart attack when he dropped it. And I was like, man, if this is how our season starts, we're going to have a rough one. And we kind of did. But once he woke up, against Dallas with that 3 touchdown performance, he didn't stop. So I know Rodgers isn't there anymore. Hearing a lot of good things about Love. And, let's see if it continues. Dubs is also making some noise. I don't know. We'll see what happens there with the young wide receivers there. But yeah, Christian Watson for me, I didn't realize he was 6'5" here. I thought he was 6'3", 6'4". But anyways, Christian Watson is my wide receiver 1 breakout.
Like him. Yeah, man. Watson, that was a good pick for you, man. I was giving you a lot of stuff about it during our draft, but hey, it worked out. So happy for you there. And this dude was a touchdown machine last year once he started rolling. So I think you got a stud there in Watson for sure. For me, I'm going to another guy who I was just through the roof on last year. I was able to acquire this guy in a trade before the season even started. Thank God I was, because I wouldn't have got him after that, I don't think. So George Pickens out of Pittsburgh Steelers, man. They know how to just steal players, man. They live up to their name. stealing studs, man. That's all they do, man. So yeah, George Pickens, NFL young boy. Hopefully if he stops squirting people in the faces with water bottles on the sidelines, this dude will definitely crack 1,000 for me this year. But yeah, this dude right here, man, he's rangy. He'll go snatch it 5 yards out of bounds, make it look easy. I mean, really, the only thing close to Odell Beckham Jr. since really Odell Beckham Jr. This cat's making snatches like that, man. He's catching passes that no one else can even come close to making. So for me, George Pickens, without a doubt, is my wide receiver one.
Wide receiver 2 for me is going to be, and it's gonna be Drake London. I think what we saw last year um, is exactly what we kind of expected, except I think at his size, we kind of thought he's more of a vertical threat, which he is, but I think at his size, the way he runs routes is quite impressive. And I think we saw a lot of separation that he created
Yeah,
with his route running. He has great hands. The question is Ritter going to be, you know, is he going to be the guy? Is he going to be the guy who's going to feed him? Also, obviously, there's Pitts that he has to deal with. So we'll see what happens there. But I think what we saw last year was extremely promising, and I think he has a chance to get over that 1,000-yard mark this year, and
yeah.
hopefully more. We'll
Hey,
see.
man, love it, man. Drake London, yeah, you nailed that pick too, man. I was happy. Really, the only thing that I've seen close to Mike Evans, he for me that was my comp for this guy was Mike Evans. He looks like him, he catches like him, big dude. So good job on the Drake London pick, man. I like it. For me, wide receiver two on my all breakout team is Jahan Dotson, our third commander off the board on this list, which, man, quietly they've got some talent coming out, man. So look at the commanders,
Yeah.
So for me, Jahan Dotson, great over the shoulder catching ability, man. This cat can just go get it. He's a little bit smaller, but man, he makes it work. Kind of reminds me of Deshaun Jackson. Much love, Deshaun. We still bragging about you following us. We love it, man. Guys, yeah, Deshaun Jackson's our first guy on DFL, so we want to pay our homage to you, Mr. Jackson. Anyways, guys, yeah, Jahan Dotson.
Okay, that's 4, right?
Yeah,
Moving
we're
to
gonna go
tight
to
ends
tight
now,
ends,
right?
and we're gonna end it off with two flex positions.
All right. Well, let's see if I can find this guy. All right. Wait. Here it is. Greg Dulcich. I think obviously last year wasn't exactly. I was expecting him to have a bigger year than he did. But I mean, this guy, if you saw his tape come out of college out of UCLA, dude, after the catch, he turns into a wide receiver / running back. He's so electric after the catch. And unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to see a lot of that last year. Although he did end the season, kind of with some sparks here and there. Not end this season. Obviously, he didn't play the last 2 games, but he had a couple of games where he kind of saw some flashes of the potential. I think obviously it's going to depend a lot on Wilson and if he's going to be the old QB back, when he was playing with the Seahawks, or if he's going to be the guy who we saw yet last year. So I think it depends on that. And obviously, I think Sean Payton being there, is going to be key since he likes to use tight ends a lot in his offense. So for
I
me,
like
Greg
it.
Dulcich.
Yeah, man. Great pick there. I like Dulcich. I think he's going to come out and perform this year. He was starting to get some time out there at the end of the year. So yeah, good pick. For me, it's none other than Trey McBride. I'm going Trey McBride here out of Arizona Cardinals. So man, Ertz really, got hurt, and I think that showed them that, hey, we got to see what we invested here with Trey McBride, and he stepped in and did pretty well at the end of the year. So this guy had a lot of hype coming out last year, and really didn't get to see that till towards the end of the year when obviously Ertz was completely out of the picture. Ertz is a lot older than, I think Ertz is done, man. I'm sorry to say it. I think Ertz still has some left in the tank, but I think he needs to go to a contender that needs a tight end. It's kind of like the Commanders. I think that would be a perfect spot for a Zach Ertz at this point in his career. So I think Trey McBride steps in as tight end one this year and stays there and does really well. So I have no problem at all taking Trey McBride right here.
All right. All right, let's go back to the flex. Well, not back to the flex, which is our first flex, but go back to the wide receiver / running back / tight end, I guess, depending on what your flavor is. But I think for me, the next guy, as far as a flex position, is going to be Pacheco. I think what he did last year, being a 7th rounder, I don't think anyone quite expected to see what he what he did, except for our friend Joey, who seems to be able to pick late guys, guys late, or even in the waiver wire, and they turn into gold for him. So for me, Pacheco is going to be the breakout guy as my flex. I'm not worried about Edwards-Helaire. I think even though he has draft capital, he's already gotten his chances, and he hasn't made the most of them. And for me, Pacheco is almost like a faster version of Beast Mode. He runs just like him, runs really, really hard, and breaks a lot of tackles, and just outruns people. So for me, Pacheco is
like it, man. Like it. I'm gonna go to another running back, and this guy's on a pretty good offense. He's got Josh Allen as his quarterback. I'm going James Cook, running back for the Buffalo Bills. I think this is his year. They're gonna put him out there. Now I know who they got. They got Damian Harris, which for me he's more of a goal line back. This guy James Cook, I feel like is gonna be the true 3-down back, starter back. I think a little bit. He needed to bulk up a little bit, and he obviously needed to learn the offense as a rookie. Took him a little bit of time, but he's good, man. Don't sleep on James Cook. I think he's going to be a definite breakout candidate this year, especially given the offense that he's in.
All right. Another flex,
this
right?
is our final pick for our all breakout team for each one of us. Yes, we're going to go one more flex position right here.
All right, cool. Man, it's getting tougher now that you have this far down the line. But let's see. I'm trying to think. Why not finish it out with this guy? I think we saw some kind of flashes here and there. Not really a lot, but you never know. They actually have a different offensive coordinator or a different, coaching staff altogether. I think for me, I was actually really, really wanted to draft this guy. Unfortunately, it did not work out. And I think for me, Alec Pierce, kind of a deep, deep sleeper. I know Michael Pittman's there, and there's some kind of questions at quarterback, specifically whether Richardson's going to be able to throw the ball like he needs to, but or if he's going to be more of a runner his rookie year. But Alec Pierce, just basically Jordy Nelson 2.0. I really wish the Packers would have drafted him, although I'm happy with who they have now. But I think he has a chance to kind of make his name for himself here, and maybe be a little bit more consistent than he was his rookie year. But maybe, I think he might be a breakout.
I like that, man. Great pick. I was going to actually pick him too, but you got him first. So, hey, Alec Pierce ain't no joke, man. He's a good wide receiver, man, and I'm glad they saw that and they snatched him there. Shane Steichen is going to really feed this guy the ball. I think that Anthony Richardson will end up, getting it to him. I think there's a nice little combo there. So for me, I'm gonna go to the obvious. I know this guy is suspended for 6 games. All right, he got involved with the gambling deal. Whatever. I think the next 11 games that they play, because obviously the NFL extended everything 1 game, so it's Jamison Williams for me. I'm not gonna leave him off this list. I think he's gonna come in and still crack 1,000 yards after suspension, because his first game ever as a rookie, the dude caught a bomb touchdown, and I know you saw that and you were going nuts about it. I think he's an electric wide receiver, and I think as soon as he's available, they are going to pepper this guy. So for me, it's Jamison Williams.
Well, if it ever loads, we'll get to see a picture of him. But yeah, I agree, man. I actually traded away him this year after I saw that gambling thing. It's just I had to make a move to make my team better, and I got pretty good value. I am going to be sorry, dude. This speed is amazing. It's off the charts. And last year they were babying him and not letting him play, which I understand. They invested a lot on him, but I think he has a very, very good chance to just be dominant in the NFL. So great pick, Jamison Williams, and I think we're
Hey,
done.
baby.
That's all I have for me.
Hey, we got this list done. We hope that you guys use this information. Maybe if you're trying to acquire somebody that you feel like, hey, I could probably get on the cheap, or, someone that you feel like, hey, this guy could be the perfect fit for what I'm missing on my team right now. So, guys, always like, subscribe, follow Dynasty Football Live. Holler at me if you want one of these cool ass hats. Other than that, I'm going to end it how I always end it, baby. And that's like this: Dynasty Football out.